Hari Om to all the Atmajyotis. Welcome to another session of Manana with Madalasa AVSC Drk-Drsya Viveka. Let us start with the prayer. Antarjyotihi Bahirjyotihi Pratyakjyotihi Paratpara Jyotireva Jyotihi Swayam Jyotihi Atmajyoti Shivosmyaham. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Okay. So, yes. Okay, just recall some points we have done in the previous sessions. Drk-Drsya Viveka. Just one point each. One profound point. Anupama, your audio is... something is happening to your audio, sweetheart. Ayre, she cannot talk. Irode Murjana, one person cannot talk. Okay. Indra, just give... No, Anupama, it's not happening. Maybe another device you have to come through. What to do? Okay. Indira, share some insight you have got from Drk-Drsya Viveka so far, from whatever we have discussed now.
Finally, I am the witness. That is the ultimate one.
Okay.
Only through Shravana it can be attained. And whatever we are doing is to remove the impressions. Yeah. And that is the only Drik.
Who is the only Drik?
Sakshi. Witness. Sakshi.
Sakshi. Everything else is Drishya.
Drishya.
And why is the Drishya false?
What, Purimaji? Why?
No, I am not the Drishya, I am the Drik. So how does that help anyone? That knowledge, how does it help and translate in the life?
Like everything is unreal. Like whatever you see is changing. Nothing is permanent. So it just comes and goes. Whatever you feel, whatever you see, everything is just temporary.
Okay.
So if we get that hold of that thought that I am the witness, I am the Drik, then all these things will slowly fall. We need not take special effect. Or as one example, what Guruji has told, walk from one wall to the opposite wall. So when you start walking, where we're standing, that wall is moving away and will be towards that wall, which is the goal.
Very good. Nice. Thank you. So, what Narsimurthy, what do you want to share regarding this?
Actually, if we reduce it to the bare minimum, there is no word. There is only Drishya that is there in the mind.
So there is only Drishya, na? There is only Drishya or there is only Drikka?
There is only Drishya in the mind. I'll go back to Drik later.
Okay.
So it gives a notion that we are seeing it. But where is that present? Is it? I am seeing a shuttle rocket here. It is just a Drishya inside my mind. So that, as Prabhuji says, what is that? Rupana with Savikalpa Samadhi.
Samadhi or just Rupa? For now it is Rupa, Nama and Rupa.
Rupa. Nama and Rupa are the images in the mind. So the one who sees that is ever present never changing, all pervading.
Right.
And subjectively, I am emotional. The moral of this text, what I found is subjectively, I am emotionally independent. Objectively, unstable nama, rupa, world cannot give me lasting security and happiness.
So that is emotional independence.
Emotional independence.
Mental independence. Very nice.
Actually, I read in one of the journals that Ramakrishna Much sends. In one of the edition, Swami Vivekananda says Vedanta is science of psychology.
Science of psychology. Vedanta. Yeah. Very nice. Chanagide.
Actually, if we look at it, so
it's all about the mind only.
Yeah, if we take Vedanta, entire Vedanta, at least whatever I come across, it translates to mental objects and an entity which is independent of mental object.
That's why many of the streams of philosophy, they deal with the mind. Like yoga sutras, and all the dhyana techniques are all to do with the mind only, because psychology of the mind. Very nice. So Anupama, are you back with good audio now?
Am I, Ji?
Yes. Thank you so much. Yes. You want to share something about, so far what we have done Manana on Drk-Drsya Viveka, what's the most striking point that you want to share?
When we go deep into this, Shabdanuvit or Rupanuvit, we understand that and start practicing. As Indraji said, the Drak will become clear. There is only one Drak that becomes clear. And when that becomes clear, the so many tamashas that we are stuck up with this transactional world, all coming out of because of nama and rupa only. We are all sad, happiness, jealous, everything that will actually vanish.
That will also become Drk-Drsya. All the natak of the mind will also become Drshya, no? Right?
No, that gets dissolved, no.
Dissolved also. Very good. Superb. Wonderful, Anupama. Yeah. That is the ultimate. Dissolution of that, this thing is ultimate. The mental noise, the dissolution is ultimate. That is mukti only, Jivan mukti. Wonderful. Emotional
at least right now, at least in a daily basis, at least one time that happens, right?
No, I'm sure. No, don't have to, yeah, it happens means it happens. It's good. That's the whole point of Shravana Manana, Nidyasana. Wonderful. Super. Yeah, good. Amale, Shaila, can you share something that, until now, whatever we have done Manana, some point you share with us, with the class.
Hari Om, man. Hari Om all.
Hari Om, Shaila.
Like a whole Drk-Drsya Viveka, man.
Whatever until now, whatever we have learnt, or anything, the Vedanta, any major point you want to share, you please share.
Drk-Drsya Viveka, gradually it takes us from outer world to inner world.
Correct.
Like it starts negating like whatever ignorance the jiva has. All the three states, like the eyes, whatever, the mind, then to the Sakshi, pure consciousness.
Correct.
After that comes this
the first seer is, which is the first seer? Three
eyes.
seers. Eyes means it means all the sense organs. They take inputs from the world, alva, not just eyes. It's a metaphor to include all the sense organs. Yeah, what I hear, what I see, what I taste, what I touch, all these are giving me inputs, right?
Like I see, first I feel that the eyes is the drik and outside world is drishyam.
Correct.
So when I negate that, then it goes to the mind.
Correct.
So that is drik and the sense organs will be drushya.
Correct.
Then finally, that is also changing. It is maya. So pure consciousness, the sakshi bhava.
Very good. Perfect.
Then we practice antar samadhi, bahir samadhi. Madam, one doubt is there. Like antar samadhi and bahir samadhi in both states, like rupa and shabda, both are there, no?
Yes. No, in antar samadhi, rupa is not there. In bahir samadhi, rupa is there, alva. Correct or not? All of us?
No, it is there in Antar Samadhi and Bahir Samadhi.
Antar samadhi also rupa is there?
Six types, right?
Please recall 6 types.
Shabdana with Savikalpa Samadhi, Rupana with Savikalpa Samadhi, this Antar and Bahir.
Oh. Okay. I was confusing with Nirvikalpa. In Nirvikalpa, there is no Rupa.
Yes. There is no Kalpana itself. So, Rupa or Shabda Kalpana is not there.
Correct. Yes, correct.
Like Nirvikalpa, I say there is no Rama, like Shabda and Rupa is not there.
No, you go to Nirvikalpa with the help of Shabda, isn't it? That is, you remember the teachings, you remember, you hold on to one, I am Akhanda, I am Ananta or something like that. You hold on to that, that is called Shabda. Veda Vakya is called Shabda. Guru Vakya is called Shabda. So you hold on to that and then you go into silence. That is Nirvikalpa. Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then?
Only pure Sakshi Bhava in Nirvikalpa. Like after going through these, Nirvikalpa is only Sakshi Bhava. Silence.
Silence.
Now, maybe if you can recollect that sleep, person wants to sleep, example, whatever he has given. Initially, he says he wants to sleep. When he gets into sleep, there is no sleeper, there is no wish to sleep. So there is no visualization or there is no thinking about what to do, what not to do.
Complete silence is there.
There is no aid there.
There is no vikalpa.
Yes. Now, why do we need this savikalpa in the first place?
Are you asking or telling?
And I am asking, why do we need savikalpa? Because, okay.
Answer. Who wants to answer? Why do we need savikalpa?
For realization of the self.
Because we are very much attached to with Nama and Rupa only. To overcome that, we have to go through that.
To overcome the unnecessary Nama and Rupa, you hold on to the necessary Nama and Rupa and go inside. Yesterday, I was listening to one talk and in that a very beautiful example was given. Okay, in Ramana Maharshi's analogy he gives, how we have to, we have heard of these statements called diamond cuts diamond and all that, set a thief to catch a thief, like that. So the mind, you use that mind only as the instrument. So suppose you have put a bonfire, okay, you have lit a bonfire. And that has to be stirred so that the fire keeps this thing. So to stir the fire also, to light the fire you need sticks, dry sticks. To stir the fire also you need the same dry stick. You take another stick and you stir the fire. In the process, that stick also gets burnt. So the same Nama and Rupa you use to go back to yourself. And that same Nama and Rupa will also get burnt. The same mind will also get burnt in the process. So there is no other instrument. The mind, sense organs, they are the only instruments they have been given. The body, BMI is the instrument to be used for realization. There is no other choice. So now it is going outward, flowing outward. The same thing you use it to flow inward. That's all. Isn't it?
That reading example you are mentioning, is it? For yajna, there is no external fire they use. So they'll rub one wooden piece against the other. Only through which they will put cotton there, then it catches fire.
No, beyond that I am saying, in that example what I was saying, you take a stick to stir the fire.
Okay.
So that it keeps, otherwise if you don't blow that again and again, it will die off. So keep it, you take a stick only, but that stick also gets burnt. So using the mind here is the stick. The mind here is the stick for all these practices.
Correct.
In the process, the mind will also dissolve. Mind
is the fuel to become pure.
Mind is the fuel, mind is the fire, and mind also will finally merge. Is what that example says. Nice. Yes. Okay. Then what else? There is one statement in one of the previous talks which we didn't cover. It says, how does a Gnani look at the world? How does a Gnani look at you and me? What does he see?
Actually, Prabhuji says he looks at everyone, everything as Gnani only.
Correct.
So the other way to put it is our Rupana with Bahya Samadhi. So everywhere filter out Nama Rupa and see only consciousness and existence.
Agreed.
So that itself is Gnana. Prabhuji is what he is saying there.
Is that the only way to understand it? No? What Indra, Anupama, you agree? What is meant when you say a Gnani sees only Gnanis everywhere? What is the meaning?
It's all Brahman for a Gnani. Whatever he sees is only Brahman.
Brahman. That's all. Otherwise,
all and Sakshi Bhava.
Sakshi Bhava. Correct. So whom does he teach then? Who is he teaching to? Who is the Drk-Drsya Viveka is for whom? If everybody is a Gnani.
Sleeping Buddhas.
Sleeping Buddhas.
He's teaching the sleeping Buddhas.
Sleeping Buddhas. Correct. Right. So, but still to understand in a proper manner, of course, the Jiva has to be treated as we should be treated as sleeping Buddhas only. Otherwise, there is no teaching is happening. But like all of you said, underneath everything is that Satchidananda, Salvam Karvidam Brahma, as a Gnana. Why is the term Gnana used anta nan keladu? The Gnani looks at everything as Brahman. Immediately one can understand. But a Gnani looks at other person also as a Gnani. That's a bit hard to digest, I feel. For me, I thought.
For him it is Gnani, but as reality, people are not Gnanis, no. For their own understanding. Unless they understand, they are Gnanis. But a Gnani can see others as a Gnani, but they won't be Gnanis, no, everybody.
Because that is the substratum. All other things are externally added stuff. So they are like...
in what sense is everyone a Gnani? Anta, my prashne.
If these external attachments are not there, for example, I am a self-ignorant person and you are Gnani, and when you look at me, these attachments have no value. Even for me also, if I try to understand that.
That is the ultimate.
For me also, it has no value. Without that, bare minimal, I can still survive.
Okay. But how I tried to understand it myself is, my line of thought. Anybody else wants to share? Anupama, Shaila, ಹೆಂಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲೈ?
Actually, Purnimaji, the same kind of question comes in Bhagavad Gita, no, Purnimaji?
And what does Krishna
Krishna
say?
refer everybody as jnani, right? In some place.
Okay. So what I was thinking was, I don't know whether that is valid or not. Prajnanam Brahma is this thing, Mahavakya. Prajnanam means jnanam or awareness is Brahman. Knowing is Brahman. Knowing, the very knowing, the faculty of knowing itself is Brahman. So all of us know it, that knowing is there in each and every person, no? Ant knows. Elephant also knows. Blue whale also knows. Alva. That knowing is there. What I know is irrespective. That knowledge, that prajnana is there in everyone, consciousness. That itself is Brahman. In that way, yes, the same thing, whatever everyone explained. Everyone is conscious of something or other. And knowledge also, in the wisdom also, something is known. That knowing part is common to each and every being on earth, sentient being on earth. Prajnanam Brahma. In that way, everyone is a jnani only.
Okay. Oh, that's a nice angle of looking at.
Because I was also thinking, yeah, it's fine, but why have they used the word jnani? For a jnani, everyone is a jnani. Why? For a jnani, everything is Brahman, agreed. Easily one can understand. So I was thinking, so I thought maybe this is one explanation, Okay.
Actually, I had a question about jnana itself. So if we look at, even after studying Drk-Drsya, Viveka also, world is continuously keep changing. So is my Shariratraya. So Sukshma Sharira, Stula Sharira, Karana Sharira, everything else is changing, and even the world is also changing. And there should be some entity. So changing entities cannot record the changes.
Very nice. Correct.
So there should be a standalone entity in comparison with other changes.
Correct.
So that is not a doer. That unchanging entity is just a sakshi.
Observer.
Just an observer.
Correct.
So that observer, that unchanging observer is enabling the changing Shariratraya to record these changes.
Yes, it is using the instruments.
Yes.
Correct. Antahkarana it is using to record the changes.
Yes.
And just watch.
Through those changing changes, continuously changing changes.
Yeah.
That which writes, which stores these changes, that is also undergoing changes.
Correct.
I was really puzzled
when you do manana like that, it you become, it is so awesome, no? You feel bewildered and you feel, it is very wonderful to do manana on those lines. You just stick to one thing and go on doing manana on it. It is wonderful. It will take you to some samadhi state. Correct?
Actually, if you try to ponder around it, that itself will take you.
That's what. That is why Shabdanuvid Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Yes.
Our wandering mind with multiple objects to put the mind back into the track. Whatever we have learned from Drk-Drsya Viveka, for that we need this Shabdanuvid and Rupanuvid.
What we are doing now is Shabdanuvidda.
Yes.
Whether it will take us to Samadhi, we will see. If we have to continue it through the day, then we'll always be in Sahaja Samadhi. What fun.
Actually, Anupama ma'am last week asked me, are you able to, move away from thoughts? Yes. Now even thought comes. then that neti neti. So this Shabdanuvit I'll apply as and when thought rises.
Correct.
I'll apply, then it subsides. It gives a way. Then whenever next it comes. So sometimes what happens is I'll asleep.
That is nice samadhi only. Good.
So it comes, but this this Vedantic teaching, it clarifies the mind. This is an object. It's not you. So that takes me away from the thoughts.
Very nice. Very good. Very nice.
But it is not necessary to go away from the thoughts, no? Is it possible to go away from the thoughts?
Disturbing thoughts you want to go away. For that you can use this trick. No, Indra.
Ma'am is right. Actually, we should not suppress thoughts. We should not handle thoughts. It is against Advaita, I think. We should not suppress thoughts. When I become myself, thoughts are objects. It is like watching the movie, getting involved in that movie, become that hero who is undergoing that tragedy or sorrow, whatever it is. Instead of that, when I create that safe distance psychologically, then even though those thoughts arises, those emotions rises, because of that safe distance, that emotions are not me, they are stored objects. It's a movie. I am not a hero. That story may be relevant to some part of my life.
What Prabhuji has had said long ago in one satsang is, when you are happy, when everything is going on smoothly, just go with the flow. When something disturbs you, then you come back to the teachings and remember all this and go back to that state of happiness. So 24/7 you don't have to go on rejecting thoughts or creating distance. It's not necessary. No.
Oh, actually, I would say this is interrupt driven.
Huh?
Interrupt driven.
It is driven by need.
It is driven by these psychological interrupts.
Psychological interrupts. So when there is a disturbance in the mind,
exactly,
we want to go back to balance, for which all these Shabdanuvid and Rupanuvid will help. Otherwise,
become self-aware.
Go back to the teachings, because through the day there are so many things to be accomplished. You go on doing it.
Yes.
There is no need to go on rejecting thoughts as such, because life has to go on. But don't lose your perspective on anything. So that is the main thing.
I think even in Nivrutti Marga also, this is Pravrutti, even in Nivrutti Marga also, it is said that they are not running away from the thoughts. They will create an environment, they'll get dissolved in that silence.
So Guruji's famous formula, hold on to, there are some 50,000 thoughts in a day, say. So his formula is, hold on to 7 important thoughts. No? That is some related to some thoughts, some 3-4 thoughts are related to actionable thoughts. He says 7 actionable thoughts. You hold on to them. What needs to be accomplished? I have to cook, I have to do dabba for my children, then I have to go to the market, buy vegetables. They're all actionable thoughts. Nothing wrong with them. Please don't reject. You better have those thoughts, otherwise your family will starve.
The human mind is priority driven. This setting up these priorities, certainly, yes, Prabhuji said.
Yeah. And
yes.
Then, 7 actionable thoughts is what he has given because we get hundreds of thoughts. Oh, what if the world collapses tomorrow? Nothing I can do about it. So reject that thought. What if something, my child fail in the exam? Reject. Because it's not an actionable thought. At the most, what you can do is ask the child to study more. That's all. So, these unnecessary anxiety creating worrisome thoughts, you reject. Actionable thoughts, you hold on to. Suppose, too much garbage has been thrown in my neighborhood. Is it actionable? Go and do it. Go complain to the something, get something done. If that is possible, do it. Otherwise, reject it. So, ether, if you go on filtering, I'm sure we are safe in a safe zone, and thoughts will not bother us 100%. Done. Then there is one question which has come up in one of these talks. How is mukti achieved? What is the main thing for mukti?
Shravana matrena mukti.
Shravana matrena mukti. Yes. So, can you expand on that? Shravana matrena mukti, and that means you are rejecting, not rejecting, giving a backseat to Manana and Nididhyasana. So, what is this Shravana matrena mukti?
For the first level sadhakas, they've already they would have done all those things, purified the mind and everything. For them, just one Guru's Tatvamasi is enough. They just tuck it, goes inside. For the second level, we need the Shravana and Manana so that whatever impression is there to be cleared. For the next level, Shravana, Manana and Nididhyasana is needed. So nothing wrong in doing that. No, maybe there are more, the subconscious is more thick, more impressions are there. To just clear that out, Nididhyasana is important. And with doing Nididhyasana, ultimately Shravana is only going to give mukti. The path is cleared with Manana and Shravana, Nididhyasana.
All the garbage is removed and the path is clear. Correct. Good. Anything else you want to add? Anyone else for this? Shravana matrena mukti. Last time I think he had given an example of in Shravana matrena, dry twig, no? In a dry twig, it catches spark easily. That is the Shravana matrena mukti.
Gunpowder.
Gunpowder, correct. It just catches fire. Okay. But even with Shravana, Manana and Nididhyasana, you have to come back to Shravana again and again. That is why Guruji goes on giving us jnana all the time.
Shravana, is it Shravana, Manana, then come back to Shravana, then
it all happens simultaneously also, no?
No, eventually go to Nididhyasana. Reason I am asking is, there is a saying, when journey to the God ends, journey in the God begins. When journey to the God, journey towards the God ends, journey in the God begins. Journey in God begins. So I was correlating Nididhyasana as journey in the God.
In God.
Journey in God.
Yeah. On the whole, you have to be contemplating on the teachings in either manner, either through Shravana or Manana or Nididhyasana, whatever name you give, you have to be soaked in the teachings all the time.
Now, isn't Nididhyasana is applying our conceptual understanding?
Yes, being.
To seep into the unconscious.
Correct. Shravana first level is okay. I get some knowledge. I didn't even know what it was. Now I got it. Second, Manana
if we ourselves listen to Guru Prabhuji's videos, I think last week I listened to all the videos that you sent. Again, yesterday after you sending it, I listened to the same videos. There was new perspective altogether.
That is why Shravana again.
That is why repeated Shravana and then contemplation.
Correct. Come back to Shravana after Manana and Nididhyasana. Yes, definitely.
I think repeated Manana, Shravana, then finally that gunpowder level when we reach, if at all, so then it seeps in. So there is no obstacle, there is no resistance, there is no doubts, there are no questions. So it directly bypasses all subconscious or whatever resistance is there. It seeps into that ultimate destination.
Yes. So what's the use of samadhis? Going into samadhi, that's also discussed. If Shravana only can give you mukti, what is the use of samadhi? Why should we go into samadhi? Why should we do all those practices? What, Shaila, Anupama? Why do we need to go into samadhi?
To drop our impressions.
To
take the understanding to the subconscious level. For that, samadhi is useful.
Correct. So the term used is Vasana Kshaya.
Vasana Kshaya.
So this garbage clearing work will happen when we go into Samadhi. Like you said, subconscious, unconscious mind mein jo hai, sab, to clear that we need to go into Samadhi and clean this thing. For final understanding happens where? But final understanding has to happen in the
Waking state only.
Waking state and in the mind, in the intellect only.
Mind.
In the intellect only it has to. Yes. Okay. Then there is another point Guruji has discussed. What is Tyaga? Shaila, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು talks? Tyaga, what is Tyaga?
Tyaga is living, dropping everything. I am not the body, the mind, or the intellect.
Dropping the wrong understanding.
Wrong understanding.
Is Tyaga. So is the dropping enough? What else has to be done? Drop ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸಾಕಾ?
The gnana of I am pure consciousness.
Correct.
Drk.
Yes. So along with dropping, what is important is to recognize my true nature. No? Through what? Through Shravana. So Tyaga is to drop the wrong thought and hold on to the correct thought. Once in one talk, Guruji had mentioned it. Do we feel that this is important? This is difficult? Tyaga is difficult anta enadru ansatta yargadru?
Actually, it is same as Vairagya, right? Vairagya is I want to give up all false things, which is not true. I mean, which is continuously changing. Give up all those things which are continuously changing. That is Vairagya. Tyaga is also in the similar line.
Correct. So once, if somebody had asked in a satsang, hinge Guruji Tyaga madodu tumba kashta anta. So he had said one very simple thing. He had said, the mind is always dropping things, no? Does anyone stick? Can the mind hold on to any one thought properly? You tell me. That means it is the nature of mind to drop. Just that in this process you hold on to the right understanding and drop the rest of it. So dropping is very easy for the mind. You are a Tyagi, he said. All of us are Tyagis. Because the mind drops everything. It's so beautiful, no, actually. It's very easy to drop things for the mind. It won't remember only. What I was thinking the last moment, I don't remember this moment. So the mind is a natural Tyagi. So hold on to the right understanding.
Ma'am, in the same video, there was one point Prabhuji has mentioned. Manassannu daatidaga baruvudu mukti. And in this regard, I think we discussed it last week or week before that. So I made a statement. We need to move away from the mind.
Okay. So
for which Anupama ma'am had an objection. So I was Anupama. I just want to see from Anupama ma'am's perspective. What is that she was trying to say? Like what I said was in the lines what Prabhuji is saying here. When we transcend our mind.
Transcend is not moving away, no? It is just, it is there but you ignore it. That is transcending, no?
Yes.
Alva?
Yes.
Moving away is to discard.
Oh, okay. From that perspective, correct. Correct.
Transcend, it doesn't bother you.
Thank you. Got it.
See, I don't like some fruit. Say, kiwi. Kiwi is a fruit which I don't like. It's just lying there in front of me. It doesn't bother me. Raganu illa, dveshanu illa. But transcendence.
Correct.
It doesn't trigger any disturbance in me.
True. Got it.
That's the world should not disturb me in any manner. No raga, no dvesha. That is transcendence.
Okay. Right. Moving away is giving up.
Moving away is
running away from the problems.
Running away.
Running away from the mind, not facing the mind. Yes.
Not transcendence.
That was my bad.
I basically thought was just we cannot move away from mind because mind gives us this so many powers, right?
Yes, that itself
We
is
are
a launching pad.
this kind of chidabhasa because of mind.
Yes.
We cannot go away from that.
Yes, I got it. I got my, I understood what mistake I had. Thank you.
Make it more sattvic. That's what we can do. That's all.
Yes.
Remove the rajas and tamas and make it more and more sattvic. That itself is the path to this thing. Okay, Inyanide, shall we do some meditation? What else is there? One more point we'll cover. So more or less we can finish with this. Samanya Lakshana and Vishesha Lakshana. Indra. What is the Samanya Lakshana? What is Vishesha Lakshana? Prabhuji has spoken about that.
That part I didn't listen, Purnimaji, so I'll not be able to explain.
Okay. Who listened? Anupama, you heard? Samanya Lakshana, Vishesha Lakshana, can you?
No, Purnimaji. The last video, 30-minute video is completely Kannada, and I am struggling with that one.
I'm so
How
sorry.
I could understand.
Okay.
Maybe one more week I need.
Okay. Shall we do it next week then? Samanya and Vishesha. Already Hanandu Kalu.
Yes, that full video we'll do it for the next week, Purnimaji. That half an hour
It's a
video.
very, very beautiful talk. It is so beautiful. If
But
Anupam,
he's talking very fast, Purnimaji.
okay, I will try to give English version of it for you. Let us see. I hope I can do it. I will try to make points of English and I will post it. Okay. Rajni also will miss it. It's a very beautiful talk. Tumba chanagide. Half an hour talk is very lovely.
I think we'll have to listen it 2 or 3 times to understand the whole point.
You should listen. So now that you have an entire week, please listen to it.
Yes.
It is so spontaneous and it's so beautiful. It's so heartwarming actually. If you know Kannada properly, tumba chanagide. It's a lovely talk. So let us see if we can do it in English. I can share it with you if I can. Okay.